What's going on, folks? Your friendly neighborhood old soldier coming at you today from a cool and blustery morning here in Robeson County, North Carolina, where we had a hurricane come through. Actually, by the time it got to us, it was a tropical storm. Mostly all we had out here was wind and rain, and power flickered a few times. I'm really surprised because we're on Duke Power out here, and usually you fart and that stuff goes out. But hey, maybe Duke Power is finally getting their act together. But just a quick video, let you know we survived the hurricane Idalia. Supposedly sometime today it's going to blow back out to sea. They say it might even hook back around and hit Bermuda. It's a really odd storm season we've had this year. Hurricane hit California for the first time in 80 years. So yeah, we've really had some oddball weather. Of course, here they finally got smart. They pretty much closed all the schools today, just to be on the safe side. Don't blame them. In Fayetteville proper on Rayford Road, for those who are familiar with the area, Jerry, you know where this is at, had an ambulance flip over due to the weather. Probably because of hydroplane. I'm speculating because they hadn't released all the details yet, but more likely ambulance hydroplaned. But anyway, that's for you, Brother Kyle. So there's a whole lot of stuff going on in the news with 20,000 different agendas. I don't know which one to cover first. Really what to talk about. There's rumor that they've got evidence on the puppet in chief that he actually knew about his son's business dealings with Burisma and Ukraine, which we all know that, because he was getting paid from it. But when you become the president of the United States or the puppet in chief, and your puppet master was a blatant violator of the law, hey, got away with it twice, we'll get away with it the third time. If you wonder what I'm talking about, well, like right before he got out of office, that umpteen $1 billion payment to Iran in cash. To this day, there has been no given reason why that happened. We didn't owe Iran any money for anything. None. So, that one definitely has me scratching my head. But, old Biden and his son Hunter and their business dealings with China and the Ukraine and Russia. But, I don't have any faith or confidence in the current judicial system, nor the people in our national legislature that have conservative values have got the courage to do what's right, to do what's morally right. And part of me says it's probably because they got some of it, in some shape, form, or fashion or another. That's pure speculation on my part, boys and girls and boys. And really, YouTube, I give a rat's rear end what the hell you think I think, because your policies are stupid. You're fact-checking people based off of your personal leanings and not true fact. Okay? Well, I've got a First Amendment right, YouTube, to speak how I feel. And that brings me to my next point. The Chinese bioweapon. That weapon of terrorism that China unleashed on us that, more commonly referred to and used as COVID-19, supposedly coming back in a stronger strain. That way they can try to enslave us once again into wearing masks and get the jabby, pokey, poke, backy back. Well, they can kiss my rear end in the center and suck till they get a displeasant taste. I'm not going to put up with it. Which I think I've already told y'all that before. I'm just reinforcing that point. Simple fact of the matter is this: China's responsible for all this crap. Now the question is really who put them up to it. I would say George Soros and the likes of him. Okay. The other part too is China's still a communist country. Communism is hell-bent on world domination in some shape, form, or fashion or another. And they don't care how they get there. Okay? They don't care how they get there. So, you know, if they need to tell lies, go right ahead. That's what they do. If you know anything about Chinese politics, it's a lot like the Muslim religion, where it's okay to lie to your enemies in order to save your own butt. It's okay to lie on your friend to save your own butt. Part of how they do it is lie to get what they want. Just like during the Korean War, when they went to the negotiating table to negotiate an armistice between North and South Korea. Okay. The fact that they put armed pilots in those MiG jets during the Korean War, along with Russian pilots, but lied about it. Come on, turtle, get out of the road. Try not to hit him if I can help it. So that's what I'm getting at there. And so, back to that point. Why are thousands upon thousands of military-aged, military haircut males coming across the Mexican border into the U.S. by the thousands? And yes, YouTube, it's been documented. So YouTube auditor, as my friend from another channel says, eat a bag of dicks. Not safe for work, not safe for children. You had your disclaimer there. Okay. But they are. They're coming across the border in droves. Well, the old soldier ain't taking no garbage off today as he thought he was. I figured they'd opened up. And they did not. Well then, that's rather disturbing. But then again, this is a government-run entity. So, I'll be on my merry way back to the house, I guess. But anyway, that's again for you, Brother Kyle. Coming across the border in droves, by the hundreds and by the thousands. And again, I'm not the brightest light in light bright, but I damn sure ain't the dimmest bulb. I learned enough in my military career to know that if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's probably a freaking communist son of a bitch. Okay? And they're coming in and forming sleeper cells. That, YouTube, I can't prove, but it's a good speculation, and it's an express theory that I'm giving, in case you want to try and shut this down because of it. Maybe some of your, bag of dick eaters should take a history lesson, because what did North Koreans do before they come south? 1950. Infiltrated, along with their communist Chinese overlords that trained them, and they blended into the population. So when everything happened, they got up at it. And caused a lot of damage before the main North Koreans come in. Okay. And when we got there and we pushed them all the way back up to the Chinese border on the Yalu River, they left sleeper agents in places in all the various cities and towns that they had previously controlled. Okay? So that's what's going on there. Some of you are like, well, if that's the case, old soldier, why haven't they done anything yet? Because the communists are the master of the long game. They'll rise up when the time is right. And it's just about there if I'm a betting man. Maybe it'll never happen. Maybe I could be wrong and just a whack job. be a whack job with a lot of guns that can protect myself when it does happen, though. That's why I implore all of you, if you haven't done so already, you still got time to put things away for a rainy day if you gather momentum. You got time to take some classes on things that you might not be so well at, which these classes I'm about to tell you to take are not going to hurt you to take anyway. First aid, land navigation, basic survival skills, how to build a field expedient shelter in the event you find yourself stranded somewhere for a duration of time, how to forage for food, how to filter water, how to dress out an animal that you have terminated so that you can consume its meat, how to use its other body parts to make rope, string, clothes, tools. Because folks, if you don't have a mindset for that already, you need to get there. You need to get there. Anyway, folks, that's all I got for today. Y'all stay safe out there. Keep your eyes open, your head on a swivel. Keep your ear to the ground. Till I get another one out. Friendly neighborhood old soldier out.